So, Leonis, what the fuck is wrong with this place? Well, a lot actually. The place is in shambles every week, the Holy Knights are fucking insane, and the kingdom is now ruled by this guy. Yep, this guy. Is Meliodas a good leader? Well, for some disclaimer, I'm not his biggest fan, so take what I will say with a pretty brain grain of salt. Meliodas is fine, honestly. He's smart, unpredictable, and knows when it's the time to be serious. I will not call him a bad leader, but I think he's better than just a regular placeholder. He's good, he's a solid, he's a decent pick. That's kind of it. In my mind, I have another candidate, and it's Elizabeth. While looking back at the Seven Deadly Sins manga, she has always been the I have a dream person, which is something that I think every good or kingdom needs. Even early in season 1, she was honestly pretty weak, but it did not really matter because she knew what she was going for. Was it foolish and unattainable? Unattainable? Honestly, kind of, yeah. And she is aware of this, yet it did not stop her from wanting to achieve her goal. I think this scene really proves her stance pretty well. I also think her leadership really shines during her time in Stigma. She was a person that wanted peace but was willing to fight anyone that opposes her. This includes her teammates and rival Rudisale. These two are constantly fighting, like they are still arguing 3,000 years later. Aside from that, I think it's more than just these two just opposing each other. It was Elizabeth wanting to attain peace while Rudisale kept claiming that she should face reality. This actually sounds like... Wait a second. Okay, jokes aside, Elizabeth proved that she's a lot more than just a powerhouse in the goddess clan. She was also someone that would just yell her voice out loud if she did not like what she is seeing or doing, which is pretty respectable. She was also the temporary leader in the Seven Deadly Sins when Meliodas left as well. And imagine Elizabeth being a ruler of Leonis while having Meliodas being the military leader with his strength and mischievous tricks. This is actually a really deadly combo. This is honestly a pretty big can of worms, and instead of dodging, I'm just going to rip the can apart and try and look at it through my own pretty biased perspective. Leonis is a pretty interesting place to say the least. The place gets fucking wrecked every Tuesday in terms of morals and dignity, not much is really known about it. What's really apparent is that Season 1 Holy Knights are complete pretty assholes, and they are one of and not the strongest kingdom in Britannia. The thing I'm most concerned is the Leon is good? Well, Bartra was the one ruling for a very long time, so it's maybe a yes. He did forgive all the sins and even trusted Gopher, and that is kind of it. What about now? It's kind of a guess. Like, from this chapter, it's pretty clear that the other races are in the same kingdom without a lot of issues, but at the same time, it says that who wants to hang out with demons? This what it means that there's still really heavy anti-demon sentiments, which kind of makes sense because of the events in season 1, but also pretty weird considering Meldas and Tristan's race. Another thing is that what Cheon did, say in this resistance chapter, and he says something like this. Well, Cheon's a pretty mean person, but he just speaks in general. I think it's worth considering of what if he's actually allowed to do this? Camelot may be ruled by a tyrannical leader, but it does not mean that Leonis is also trying rainbows. They literally send out child soldiers. And now this is a kind of spicy part of the video. Leonis is now in a war in Camelot, probably a cold one, but it is between two genocidal mass murder. Excuse me, sorry. I mean between a former genocidal mass murder versus a current genocidal mass murder. Sheesh.
Don't act. No one should act or pretend.
Wait, hold on.
Stop.
Is
There's.
chapter
Oh
actually
my.
this way?
Oh my. Yeah.
So far, Tristan is trying to be a noble knight, like his mother, and he likes his mother more than his father. And if he actually hates Milas, dude, just fucking deserves it. Now, do you see why Milas? Tristan's not so fond of his father. His son is already aware of his dad's betrayal, and betrayal is like never really a good thing. The only way they can make his father look a bit better is that if they tell him that demons all deserve to die, and defecting to goddess was good because the goddess clan are good people. And that's like almost a lie. Like, stigma exists. It is a group that has a leader that is fine with every single demon eradicated. And was like the only person that really spoke against this because other members honestly didn't give a shit or actually wanted to contribute it. And like both his parents are still part of it. I think that's really like worth talking about. And that sounds awfully familiar and similar to whatever Arthur is doing, except he's eradicate all non-humans and just demons. Even looking from the demon side, the Ten Commandments were really far from good people. All of them, at the very least, ate some for civilians, and his uncle Zeldris has an execution that murdered many, many people for love. So, what is Tristan and Leona is to extent really fighting for. If it is for moral ground, that's kind of out the window. I'm gonna be honest. Sure, all of them have changed, but does that mean Arthur is automatically off the hook if he changes as well? My answer is no, but yours may differ. I just think these characters should be measured by a similar metric if it is by morals. Will Tristan eventually deal with this? Because this is a pretty touchy topic, and I mean it's just shonen, so like probably focus more on like how strong Lancelot is than like this kind of like really touchy topic. Honestly, probably not, but maybe. I think he already chose family above everything else, but I think it is probably at least worth talking about because everyone around him has some pretty ugly track record. But who knows? This is the same kid that named his story after Mao and Nesterosa, aka someone who stabbed his dad. What a fucking weirdo.